Look, if you're spending too much time looking at the charts and if your portfolio isn't looking very good or your portfolio has taken a massive hit, or you've just tired of just trading and always looking at your screen, there may actually be a better solution, because today in the age of AI, it's actually probably more profitable to let AI trade for you. But the biggest barrier to letting AI trade for you is that not many people know how to use AI and bots to trade for them, right? While they're not looking at their screen. So we're starting a series now to teach anyone, like literally anyone. I don't know anything about using AI. I don't know anything about bot trading. And I've taken a keen interest in bot trading. And we're now starting a series teaching people how to trade using AI and using bots so that they don't have to spend every day, all day, looking at the screen, taking trades, getting caught in emotions. How many times have you been caught in emotions in a trade and moved your stop loss down until eventually your trade's gone completely off? If that sounds like you, and then you're probably in the same boat that I'm in, and I've got a real interest in learning how to trade with bots and learning how to trade with AI. That's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be learning how to use bots. We're going to be learning how to trade using AI, and we're going to take some trades and see if the trades are better than the trades that a human can do. So listen, if that sounds good to you, you know what to do. Obliterate the subscribe button and then obliterate the like button. And then let's get the show on the road and basically learn how to let AI and bots trade better than us for us. Let's go. Actually turned out to be quite an amazing weekend. I mean, if you look at the bubbles, we actually had a massive weekend on the bubbles. Good to see Bitcoin still at 104,000. You got ETH at 2,500. I'm glad that it went up. If you look at this is the 1 hour chart, you can see it actually went up to 2,600. And I actually tweeted before the weekend, and I said this weekend there will be another ETH pump to 2,650. I broke that down on my previous show. Showing how they're going to try and open a CME gap and liquidate the CME guys. There's a couple of hours until that happens, so there might actually even be another pump. Also, hearing now that China and the USA, they have had very good trade talks, or the trade talks have gone phenomenally well. That's all good for the markets. If China comes out and actually confirms that, if China comes out and says we had great talks and great trades with the USA, then I think the markets are absolutely going to rip, and that could actually take us to all-time highs, because we're not far from the all-time high. In fact, if you look at that, 109,400 is the all-time high, but it's a wick. If you look at the highest daily close, it's at about 106,273, which means we're only about 2% away from that. Anyway, we'll cover more about that tomorrow. Also tomorrow, I'm going to give you guys 6 altcoins that are probably worth buying because they haven't yet started running, and that they are very high quality altcoins. But for today, I want to actually bring it back to something that is on my mind, and that is AI. Because I'm quite intimidated by AI. I'm quite intimidated by bots. I see people making a lot more money than I'm making. And what they're doing is they actually just, and they have a much better life than I have. I'm like you, probably constantly glued to my phone. Always watching my stop losses, always watching my stop losses, always watching my trades, always watching my leverage. But there actually is a better way. And the truth is, I met a guy in Dubai. His name is _𝗕𝗓𝗓. He actually doesn't trade at all manually. Every trade that he does is actually with bots. And the truth is that he doesn't actually trade with bots. He actually builds bots, and the bots build trading strategies, believe it or not. And so I've got him on the show here with us today. Davey, how are you, my friend?
Very well, and yourself? We certainly got to get you away from that screen, man.
Yeah, listen, I know how you started this. I know how you started with this. I know that you landed up always looking at your screen, and you were always glued to your screen. You couldn't take time off. You kept getting wrecked. Just walk me through what happened then. How did the whole thing switch?
Yeah, so I started trading as a manual trader, like most of us did. I'm from the open source world myself, and luckily was donated a third of a Bitcoin in 2017, I think it was, for my open source work. That's how I got interested into crypto and started manually trading. Not very clever, because I am a coder and developer. I should have got into bots a lot quicker, and obviously, as price went up, I got more and more interested in trading manually. To which, like you just said earlier, I spent hours in front of my screen, watching my profit go up and down, hitting stop losses, and not really getting anywhere. To where I started to get really, really interested in bots and doing everything through bots. This was my first attempt at bots. I used a DCA strategy, which was absolutely amazing. Even led to me stopping doing all of the freelance work that I was doing. And these DCA bots were doing amazing until something that I think we have a point in common, which was the lunar crash. The lunar crash, unfortunately, these DCA bots were going and they were DCAing all the way to the very, very bottom where I lost a lot of money, like a lot of people. Yeah, unfortunately.
We all did.
Yeah, that's where I decided that I couldn't rely on other people's bots and I wanted to go away and start coding and building my own strategies, which I was lucky because it was sort of around just after COVID, and I started a channel on YouTube and I decided that I was going to document all of my strategies and all of the findings, and have been building strategies every day since then, around 3 strategies, because a lot of the strategies are garbage or rubbish. So have to build a lot of strategies to actually come out with some good strategies. So
explain to me.
That was kind of the journey.
Explain to me what you mean there. So like, just walk me through the journey of actually building bots and building strategies. So how do you decide what to build? How do you backtest it? What do you actually do? Just walk me through the process of building a bot, or building a strategy.
Okay, so first of all, I use TradingView. The reason I use TradingView is because when I set up my channel, I decided that I could do it better as a community than just doing it by myself. So I use TradingView. I go to YouTube. And I go through not just YouTube, but scholar.google.com and all of those websites where you can find PDFs and find YouTube videos about trading strategies, literally write down all of the rules, and then I code the trading strategy. I've built this thing called a boilerplate, which allows me to very quickly take an idea of a trading strategy and put it into code and backtest it using the backtester on TradingView.
So maybe just show us, maybe if you share your screen, maybe you can just show us like some of the strategies that you've coded and some of the back testing and some of the forward testing and what you see and how it all works.
Okay, so I've just shared my screen now. I think that's good.
Okay, so what are we looking at here?
Here we're looking at 𝗕𝗏𝗕𝗓's website. I'm going to go straight over to TradingView. So the idea was this is the boilerplate. So this is where I build all of the trading strategies, and now actually AI does it for me, which we'll probably talk a bit more about afterwards. The boilerplate is the sort of the framework around any trading strategy. It gives us our stop losses, take profits, and anything for our entries. So the difference between lots of trading strategies and sort of the 𝗕𝗏𝗕𝗓 strategies are that we follow rules to the nth degree. We have one indicator for entry, another 2 indicators for the confirmation, and then we have a stop loss indicator and a take profit indicator. So we know exactly when we're going to get in a trade, when we're going to get out of a trade. We know absolutely everything. We know the amount of leverage we're going to be using, all of those good things. We're going to be able to backtest using the backtester on TradingView. Fees are included, slippage, anything that you can think of are included in the backtest, just to make sure that it is reliable. And it kind of gives it an audit so that anybody can go along and actually see how well this trading strategy's been built.
Okay, so
take indicators.
Maybe take me to your website and just show me some of the indicators and just show me how they actually work, or some of the bots, and show how they actually work.
Okay, so what we do to build a bot, I take indicators, code them, and then I put them onto this website called 𝗕𝗏𝗕𝗓.com, where you can see it's a big trading journal, and we've worked together as a community using this tool here, which is the 𝗕𝗏𝗕𝗄 Optimizer, to find the best settings. Instead of having to go through every single, an RSI length of 14, 15, 16, 17, whatever it is, to try and find the best settings, this does all of that dirty work for you. The optimizer goes through and records and creates an Excel spreadsheet that downloads and finds the best settings. And then we upload it to the 𝗕𝗏𝗕𝗓 website, because you might be able to find a fantastic strategy in backtesting, but the historical data often doesn't play out as we go into live markets. So the problem is when we put them into a live market, they'll go straight up to where you are on the backtesting data. And I wish I had an example to show you, but 95% of the cases, they will just fall off a cliff and stop working as soon as you put it into live trading.
Okay, so explain to me why something used to work in the past, and then the minute you put it into live trading, it doesn't work. Like what could cause something not to work, or to have worked so well in the past and all of a sudden to stop working when you start testing it going forward?
So there's plenty of reasons. First of all is overfitting. As humans, we're after every last cent to squeeze as much as we possibly can out of the market, and we tend to overfit those settings. That meaning that the historical data shows that the RSI gets up to a 98, and that actually never ever happens ever again in real life trading. Markets change. That's another reason. Markets change, and your trading strategy doesn't adapt well enough to those new market conditions, and they're generally the kind of rules are too strict. There's those kind of things. There's also things in backtesting called repainting, and those kind of things that we've learned as we've gone along. It will give you a fantastic backtesting results, but actually when you go onto live data, it looks terrible. One of a good example is Hyenashi candles. Looks fantastic, always in backtesting, but when you put them into real live data, they don't work in the slightest, because those Hyenashi candles will not give you the actual close of the candle, so you'll never get in that entry. So,
okay, so just show us, just take us to the front page of the website so people can actually see the front page of the website. I think that's a good place to start.
Okay, let's go.
So if you go to 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗂𝗧 website, I think they've got how many bots are on this website?
So there's 800 currently at the moment, 300 to be added hopefully this week that have been developed by AI, which are going to be added this week as well. Every month we add around 100 new strategies with settings, a lot thanks to the community, and another load thanks to AI. If
I get to your website and I see 1,000 bots, then I don't even know where to start. So just maybe help me. If I come to your website and I want to trade with bots, how do I start? Well, if you give me 800, I'm never even gonna choose one.
Absolutely. So first of all, this is where I'm gonna go over to the school, and where thanks to you guys at Crypto Banter, I've been able to put together a course of videos where I'm helping you to choose the right strategies. It's almost an art. You have to adapt the strategy. Well, choose the strategies that are adapted to your lifestyle. For example, drawdown is a good one, or even just the days of the week. If you're like me, I have 2 children. I don't want to be spending my weekend looking at my phone to see if trades have gone through as they should have done and things like that. So generally, I would look for a trading strategy, and I'll scroll down on the 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗂𝗧 website, and I'll look for trading strategies that are not actually taking that many or no trades at all over the weekend. That's just a very good example. Other things are things like win rate. Lots of people, I've learned to live with low win rate strategies, because I know that in the long term, when zooming out, they are profitable. A lot of people like a high win rate strategy, and maybe a 48% win rate strategy isn't for you, because you know psychologically that you will turn that bot off when it goes through a losing streak of 7, 8 trades in a row. And that technically will just put you into the same sort of position as if you were a manual trader. If you're turning on and off bots all the time, it's just a good way to lose.
Then you might as well just be a manual trader, right? Then you might as well just trade manually.
Absolutely. There's the law of large numbers works perfectly with trading. You have to zoom out. If you're just taking a small batch of data, the law of large numbers, just give it time to work out. And for example, my strategies when I come on the show the other day was sort of in a drawdown, and today we've made a new high on that $10,000 challenge I was doing.
So this is a bot that you start, or this is a portfolio that you started in January, right? And you put 20 grand into the portfolio. Yeah. Portfolio is 103% up. And this is in a time where most of the time actually the market was down. So barring the last week, pretty much the market was down, but you've still managed to double your money in this time. What did you actually do? How did you actually manage to double your money?
Just open some 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗏 bots, simply.
So yeah, maybe just show us exactly what you did here.
Okay, so like you said, Ran, what's been good for me is I've had a couple of months where I haven't really been particularly active on YouTube and things like that because I've had other things to sort out, and my bots have actually been trading in the background whilst everybody else that's holding, unfortunately, is being in red. Luckily today we're back where we were and everything's good, but these bots are actually continuing to trade and make money. So how I go about doing this is literally, as I said a couple of seconds ago, I'd go the 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗏, sort of the school that I've been building with you guys, will explain this in much more detail. I choose a strategy that fits with me. Things like number of closed trades in the backtesting, because you have backtesting results here, a number of closed trades, the profit factor. I can see that this strategy's been running for quite a long time. You can see the date that it started trading just here and how long it's been trading for. You can see that it's had a good number of trades in live trading, so 54 trades in live trading, and that the actual forward testing strategies, forward testing is coherent with the actual back test. So then I'd go away. I would then connect, because the good thing is that we're not just building strategies, we have a full sort of an API connector, a connector between the 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗏 bots and your exchange. I'll go away and then I'll click on the little yellow button here. I think you can see, yes, yellow button there, and that will take you to, sorry?
That bot, it's a copy bot, right?
Copy bot.
Yes.
Yeah, copy bot. Yeah. So it says copy bot. What it does is it just literally copies the trading strategy over to your exchange. You can click here and backtest it on your own portfolio if you want to reduce leverage, if you want to add more margin, less margin. If you I use compounding, but if you don't want to use compounding, you can use a fixed amount in USDT and it will update the backtest for you to be able to see. You simply press next, agree to the terms and conditions, and that will add the bot to your portfolio, to your exchange, so that all of the all of the rules, when they're met on the trading view indicators, it will take that trade for you, and you won't even have to worry about it. I will pull up very quickly, if I can, my Bybit account here. I think you guys can see my Bybit account there. Is that right?
Yeah, we can.
Yes. Cool. So on this site, you have on Bybit, as you can see, I'm in a couple of trades, nothing like spectacular, but these are the bots that are actually running. As you can see, it actually takes the trade, it puts the stop loss and the take profit into the exchange. So if there is a big wick or anything like that, you don't have to worry about relying on any servers or latency or anything like that. Everything is done inside of Bybit. You don't have to worry about big dumps or anything like that. It's all there ready in Bybit to do take profits and stop losses. You see the entries being made. And this is the first time I've been on Bybit today. I mean, probably in the past 3 days, to be honest.
Okay, so
everything's done in advance.
So basically, once you say copy bot and you agree to the API, then that bot is now trading on your exchange. Now, let's just say that you've made enough money and you want to exit. How quickly is it to stop the bot?
Easy. You just literally go over to your bots. You can see in my bots over here, I'm going to open it in a new tab very quickly. You literally go over to my bots, and there's a button that will pause your bot at any time. You can click move. As you can see, I've got a couple of pause bots myself. You can click here, you can resume, delete, or pause a bot at any time. You can also see, I'll just pull this one up here. You can see you can connect to the terminal. So it's a terminal where the actual bots are running. It's going to connect to your terminal and it's going to ask to list all the trades, and you'll be able to see a list of all the trades that have actually been taken on the website for you.
Okay, now just some questions. Do the bots ever go rogue? Like, because these are AI bots, do they ever or do they only trade with very, very, very special rules? Like can a bot make a mistake and take a trade incorrectly?
Very strict rules. Everything's very, very strict. I mean, we've been working on it for the last 3 years with the community. There's a community of 9,000 people. They're always testing it. Everything has to be There's a rule for the entry, there's a rule for the stop loss, there's a rule for the take profit. Everything's set in advance. If those rules are not set, no trade is taken at all.
Okay, amazing. And okay, so the bot's effectively trading for you. You can stop the bot whenever you want. You can basically stop the bot from trading whenever you want. And the bot doesn't need any approvals or any confirmations or anything else. It's basically trading. But the one thing that the bot can't do, the bot can't withdraw your money, right? So it's only a trading API and there's zero withdrawals, right?
Zero withdrawals. We don't even need when you set up your API on Bybit or whatever, they'll ask you what you'd like to give us as permissions or your bot. It's not us, it's just your bot. And the permissions are trading on your futures account, and that's it. There is also the account amount that's on your account, because obviously we're going to be calculating the amount that you're going to be using if you're using compounding.
Yes. Okay, amazing. Now, look, I'm going to join you guys for the first school. So 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗗 actually started a school with Banter. And the reason why we started the school is because I actually want to learn how to trade with bots. And so we started this school, which is, by the way, absolutely free. Like, no one's paying anything for the school. So you can unlock it for free. What you're going to need to do to unlock it for free is you have to have a Banter exchange account. Now, you can either sign up using that link, or you can sign up to one of these exchanges. If you sign up to 𝗨𝗏, tomorrow you could win $5,000, because I'm not giving it away today because I don't have Sunday giveaways, and I do have to give away Friday's one. So you can open an account with 𝗨𝗏, you can open an account with Bybit. Then you're getting into 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗏 school pretty much absolutely free. At the school, what are we actually going to learn? So I really want to try and understand, like, we're going to come to the school. The school is 7 days, which means that within 7 days, you would have picked up the skill. What are we actually going to learn, David?
Okay, first thing is to help you try and get away from your screen, to trust the trading strategies. Secondly, we're going to be building together. There's a workshop. We're going to be building our first bot on day one. So there is a video that shows you how to set up your first bot in less than 10 minutes. It'll show you how to choose a good bot and to also have confidence in the bots that you choose. And most importantly, we're going to be diversifying our portfolio, because we are bot traders. So it means that we can trade 27. I've got 27 bots running currently at the moment on that challenge. You can trade multiple bots, and the best, as I always say, well, not me, I learned from Kevin Davey, a champion trader and author, that diversification is the holy grail of all trading strategies.
So in this case, when you say diversification, it's more than one bot, right? So yeah. I mean, just by the way, there's a testimonial here from 𝗓𝗏𝗧. 𝗓𝗏𝗧 is one of our videographers, or one of the head of content. He officially X'd his 2x account using 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗏 bots while filming the course. He 2x his account using the bots, which just shows you how effective the actual school is. And this is a real testimonial. This is like, I know the guy. He works for us. So yeah, guys, it's a free school. Literally, the first workshop is in 10 days. So you've got about a week to sign up, but rather sign up now, because we're only taking 2,000 people. After 2,000 people, we're going to close it. I think on Friday, we got 1,270 people. So you don't have really much time to sign up. Also, we will be learning how to build bots. We will be learning how to trade using bots. These bots are actually built by AI agents. So I mean, it's absolutely going to blow your mind. I'll be with you guys in the school, so we'll have a cool experience together. Yeah, if you want to sign up, there is a link here. You've got to use this link over here to sign up. You can sign up anytime, as long as you have an exchange account. If you don't have an exchange account, you'll be prompted to get an exchange account, because you need an exchange account at one of these exchanges that actually integrates into the 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗏 API to actually take the trades. So you're going to need one of these exchange accounts. Guys, I strongly, whether you're going to use this or not use this, I strongly encourage you to do this and just pick up a new skill. This for me is like, I know I spend too much time on my thing. Now, I may or may not use bots going forward, but what I want to make sure that I understand how these things actually work, right? And that's the main thing here. I think I might just use them, but even if I don't use them, I do want to understand how these bots actually work and whether they can outsmart a person. And what we're going to do next week, or this coming week, is we're going to start a challenge of 𝗕𝗏𝗕, Sheldon, Kyle, all against David. So tomorrow they're all going to load up accounts. And tomorrow they're all going to load up accounts, and they're going to be trading against 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗏's bots. And then we're going to see who the real master is here, right? So you can choose to follow my trades, Sheldon's trades, Kyle's trades, 𝗕𝗏𝗕's trades, Dylan's trades, or The AI. And at the end of, I think we'll set that competition tomorrow. At the end of the month, we'll after 1 month, we'll see who's the richest. I kind of think it's going to be 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗓 AI, right?
I'll take you out to dinner, man. I'll take you out to dinner.
Okay, forget it, right? You'll take me out for dinner. All right, Davey, I'll see you again tomorrow, guys. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Also, remember, go and sign up. It's a free course. We're not asking you for any money. It's a absolutely free course teaching you guys how to use bots and AI to trade for you guys. Limited to 2,000 people on the first course. We do have 1,200 that signed up on Friday. So go and secure your place. It's absolutely free and it's an amazing experience. We'll see you guys again tomorrow. Until then, trade well, my friends.